Aloha kako, mahalo ka launa ana mai no kia pukana o ʻāhai ʻōlelo ola, ka lua o ʻelua e kia ana ma Mauna Kea. A o iai ua pili no ma ke kahi ano I ke kukulu ia o ia hale kiloho ku o ka TMT I ke kako ma o loa aku kia kea a me ka vaivai o nā haʻawina e kupu ana mai loko mai o ia ninu ne. A no leila, o iai ma ka pukana mua I nana ia poʻaia pili kiko I o ka ʻoihana kiloho ku ma Mauna Kea, a me ka hihia o ka nui ana aʻe o ia ʻoihana ma luna o ia mauna ihiihi o kākou. Ma keia pukana, e launa ana me keia mau hoa aloha lāhui, a walaʻau no nā haʻawina e kupu mai ana a me ke ano e paʻa mai kaʻi ai ia haʻawina no keia mua aku. One of the things that this situation obviously makes clear is that there is a body of law that sets aside certain protections for Native Hawaiian rights and practices. And Jocelyn, can you start us up with what some of those foundational legal constructs might be?
So as a result of the way that the Kingdom of Hawaii privatized land in Hawaii, private lands are uniquely subject to the rights of Native Hawaiian practices. What that means is Native Hawaiians can access lands even if they're private in order to gather fish, cultivate lo'i, etc. What that also means is that when planning for a project or development, an assessment needs to be done on the practices and resources that exist in that area so as to mitigate any impact to the ability of Hawaiians to exercise their traditional and customary rights. I think another important and relevant construct is the fact that Hawaii's resources, specifically our water resources, are managed for the benefit of the public. And so what that means is that the utility of our land and resources require an assessment of how it will impact Native Hawaiians specifically.
Now that you're talking specifically about how these are unique or different, just to clarify, for example, our body of water law, if you will, it's obviously not the norm. So give us an example of what the norm is and what it is here in Hawaii.
So private property in the US generally means that you have a bundle of sticks, and one of those one of the most important bundle of sticks is that you have the right to exclude others from your land. But in Hawaii, because of the way that land was privatized and the recognition of the king at that time of the intimate connection of land to our people on our land, that stick didn't come in that bundle, and so that's very uniquely Hawaiian. And even though that happened in the kingdom, that still permeates the laws today. It's the foundation of property law in Hawaii, basically.
So how important, perhaps, is it that there is community engagement that perhaps ensured that that body of law would continue, and more importantly, ensures that it'll continue to be applied and recognized?
Right. So even during the kingdom, Native Hawaiians were vigilant about ensuring that their rights to practice their culture were preserved. And so when the first written laws were passed and when the king privatized the land, that language was put in there to ensure that. And we see that today. And we saw an uprising in the 70s over very egregious land management practices. We saw an uprising in our community to put a stop to that. And what resulted from that was the state constitution language, which kind of reiterates in many ways what the custom and usage was during the time of the kingdom, but kind of more concretely puts it into state law. And even after that, we see the need for community to be vigilant and mindful about making sure that those rights are continued to be respected. It's a continuous challenge.
As a practitioner, perhaps, ʻŌlelo, what are your thoughts on some of this?
I think about that time period and looking to establish those laws early on in the kingdom and trying to think about the way we lived our life. So we can call it culture, we can call it practice, but it was the way in which people living here needed to get food, needed to get water, how they needed to honor the spiritual realm. And so documenting those things that were requirements. So sometimes we look at culture practice as a separate thing that's not necessarily subsistence or not necessarily necessary for life of the people, but it is. And that continuum on islands, because you have limited outside access to resources, means you have that special relationship to those plants, to that geography, to those species, or to those places. If those activities hadn't existed, or we call them practices, if that wasn't the way we lived our life, then these laws, these rights, if you will, would not have been here to ensure that that continuum of how we live in this place exists or is a lesson for us.
What's been your experience, if any, Drew, in terms of these concepts of how different our laws and legal constructs are here in Hawaii in terms of the demographics of the district that you serve and some of the people in that district?
Very interesting point. We try to set a balance, me being on the council, coming from the land of where I represent. It's an ongoing challenge to not only are we educating ourselves of how we were growing up and re-educating of how our parents and grandparents, of how our kupuna lived the land, but also educating the visitor from coming in and the people that want to live in such a beautiful place. I mean, we all live in an amazing place. And how do you balance out the needs for our culture, for our protection of our waters, our rights as Hawaiians, and the need to also create a thriving economy for everybody around us, a great living situation for those that do come to visit because we live in such a unique place. So that's some of the challenges that we deal with every single day on the job. But it's also an opportunity to say, for all of us, let's live together. Let's take this as a challenge, take this as an opportunity to not only have our culture ingrained in the visitor, but have them be part of who we are as Hawaiians and get that understanding not only to us, but the people that come from all over the place, they'll go back and visit their family and they'll educate their family on how it is that the Hawaiians live day to day. So it's pretty cool challenge to take on, and I'm glad I'm in a position to be able to do that.
Ai hoi mahalo ho ia o ko e kolu a pei hoi ko mahalo ia o ko no ka launa ana mai no keia pukana o ʻāhai ʻōlelo wala a no ka ike hou aku no keia kumuhana ma ke kiko I e kele aku no ia o wiwi kiko TV kahahio mauna kea a e like me ka mau e nana pū mai na polo kalamu e ae a pau o ka mako kanela kiko ho e o Oceanic Time Warner Cable helu kolu lua ono. Aloha.